Hey y'all, Distaggio back at you with a Castle Clash video, and I am doing a Super Vlad Dracula versus Santa super crazy awesome series of awesomeness. And it's going to be a multi-part, multi-episode video series here on Stockard 14 Stock Nerds account, Stockard's account, Stack Nerds account, whatever you want to call them is fine with me actually, to be totally honest with you. And you can see right away he's at 59,663 might, so we want to get that to 60,000 at some point. That's one thing. I'm taking a look at these gold mines and mana mills. Come on, OCD is triggering here. How can you have one of them at 9 and one of them at 8? That's just, I can't allow that. But looks like all the builders are being occupied, should be occupied on the hero bases. They're so ungodly, embarrassingly low level. That is just terrible. Raise those up. Last of Us, what kind of guild is this? I certainly cannot recommend such a guild. However, this account is awesome, guys. This account is crazy good, and I'd like to personally thank Stockard for allowing me the opportunity of recording on such an account. It's crazy, guys. He got Santa Boom on some random roll, and it's just, you will not believe the synergy between Santa Boom and Vlad Dracula. I am so jealous because I do not have Vlad Dracula on my main account, God Fuzzy, and it is... oh man, it's terrible. I am tweaking the opening just a little bit here, nothing too crazy. I'm looking, those hero bases, level 16, those have certainly got to come up to 20 at some point. That's definitely going to set us back here. We're not going to be able to beat Here Be Monster Q. Look at this Blood Banquet 7 and 9 and a War God 4. That just makes Vlad Dracula an insane beast of area of effect awesomeness. And Santa Boom here isn't very high level. I'm just going to roll a couple gems just to see what I can get here, and going to take War God. I believe his second talent was War God, so I want to say I made a mistake here, but his second talent should probably be Slow Down. I'd switch it to that, so that's one thing I'll do later at some point. And I'm just looking at all these heroes, and I mean, they're nothing like super crazy, super crazy awesome. Nothing is awesome here, guys. It's like a War God 1. You know, there's some revitalizers. You know, it's not crazy. It's not like super crazy. It's not very good talents. And yet this account is still insanely awesome. I can only imagine it with like spending a lot of money on talents. Not that I'd recommend such an action, but I'm just saying. So what I like to do when I get onto an account is I really like to run quest. I like to go straight to the quest board. And I am going to gem through. I always gem through that one where you got to hire troops. I always do that because I simply cannot wait. I'll just forget to log back on, and, you know, after you hire troops and let them time out. You know, I will literally always forget, and so I never do it. So I'm just taking care of some of these ones that I can do really inexpensively, just because I want to clear these quests. I need to get books. I need to get that Santa Boom higher in level. And we'll continue to do that as we work through this series here. But guys, before we can compare the two of them, we need to equalize them. And Santa Boom is a little bit lower in level and has not nearly as good of a talent. So I'm going to buy 3,000 gems. I'm going to roll those all on talent. And I'll do that in a future episode of this video series. And for right now, though, we're going to head on in to PvP, going to do a raid, and I just want to test something. So this Pumpkin Duke has a Berserk as a main talent, and I do actually really like a Berserk Pumpkin Duke. Mine is not Berserk, it is Revitalize 5. This is like a Berserk something, I forgot. It's kind of lowish, but it's like a 3 or a 4, I want to say. But what I really like about a Berserk, even at a 3 or 4, is that you can drop that Pumpkin Duke near an army camp if it has troops in it, and just that Pumpkin Duke will go nuts. Just simply go crazy by stacking its ability on top of itself multiple times and just making all the rest of your team, and specifically Vlad Dracula and Santa Boom. Did you just see that? They just literally annihilated that base there. And this account does not have Minotaur. That's why it's not being destroyed in 5 seconds here. You know, it's taking 35 seconds, which is still, I mean, that's still good. And here, I love this when people let me drop a Pumpkin Duke right there. And you can just see all of this craziness going on. This was a really fast clear for not having Minotaur there. That was basically 21-second clear, no Minotaur. That is really fast, actually, given there's no Minotaur. So I think this account is probably something like $50 to $75 away from Minotaur. And anytime you see that opening there inside the base, you got to take that, guys. I lead with that Pumpkin Duke. Again, a really fast clear. Whoa, that was like 16, 17 seconds. Again, that's just crazy. It's just kind of showing you guys Pumpkin Duke, Vlad Dracula, and Santa Boom. That combination of heroes is insanely good. You got to get it here. Let's go run a Here Be Monsters here. Quickly run a Here Be Monsters and here comes Wave and 1 and boom. I'm so sorry. Actually, my recorder shut off right there. So I'm going to have to get you in episode 2, guys. Game update here coming, I want to say, hopefully today. So I'm going to get more videos on that. But you guys got to watch all episodes of this series. It's crazy. As always, keep it dirty and dirty up.